A woman was left with a shark hand after doctors sew it inside her stomach during the surgery. So it's actually pretty crazy, right? So let's see right here. Full screen to actually check it out. Look at that freaking hand. My lord. Okay, play. Dun. Oh my god. Now here's the thing, right? At least she has like a really good sense of humor. Because I mean, doing the Jaws like theme song with her hand, oh, that's honestly spot on. That's pretty cool. So, a video of a woman with a jaw-dropping shark hand went massively viral on TikTok with 76.6 million views. Look at that freaking thing. So to fight sepsis, her doctors in the UK sewed her hand inside her stomach. Okay, hold on. So let's just read the article. So just when you thought it was safe to go back to the ER, a UK woman's hand was left looking like a cartoon shark head after doctors sewed the appendage inside her stomach. To fight a vicious infection, a video chronicling her jaws dropping mid currently boasts over 75 million views on TikTok. I wasn't aware my hand was going to look like a shark's head till it had actually been released from my abdomen. Sadie Kemp, 34, said of her bizarre affliction, the Mirror reported. So, in the video, which she did not expect to go viral, the 34-year-old Petersboro native can be seen making her megalodon esque mitt hum the Jaws theme before dunking it in a bowl of water. Like, look at this freaking thing, right? What's so crazy, it actually looks like a shark head. Or, if you've ever played the game Halo, it kind of looks like the head of like the alien creature in Halo, right? The Covenant or whatever. But look at that. It has freaking eyes. It has a mouth. It has like it's like a literal head. It's crazy. Wow. So let's do this again. Yeah, same thing. Crazy. So Kim's nearly fatal ordeal occurred Christmas Day after the former healthcare worker reported to the hospital after experiencing sharp pain in her kidney. Doctors diagnosed Kemp with a kidney stone and transferred her to the emergency ward to remove it. Disaster struck during the operation after the mother of two's limbs became afflicted with sepsis, a life threatening condition that occurs when the body attempts to fight off infection and ends up attacking and damaging its own tissues. It is the leading cause of death in hospitals, often resulting from complications during surgery. Like, imagine just like waking up to that. Like, that's just crazy. In order to save her life, medics placed Kemp into a medical coma for 11 days and ended up amputating all the fingers on her left hand, Peterborough Today reported. Doctors then sewed her hand inside a pouch in her abdomen to maintain blood circulation, which Kemp says resulted in her high fiver becoming a dead ringer for a shark. I looked at it for the first time and I moved what was left of my thumb and I was just like, wow, it looks like a shark, Kemp explained of her hand, which also evokes a lobster claw or boxing glove. Thankfully, the gutsy Gale has taken the sharky side effect in stride, even using her predator evoking appendage to perform tricks on camera, including pantomiming a fish's movements and applying makeup. In one clip with 4 million views, she can be seen making her shark hand lip sync along to the addicting Baby Shark song like a fleshy shadow puppet. I did a video of my story and I've been told it is trending, which is absolutely amazing. Gush Kemp, who has been posting on TikTok for only a week. I have lost a lot through sepsis, my limbs, a relationship, independence, and I just don't want it happening to as many people as it does happen to, she said. So unfortunately, the poor woman isn't out of the woods yet, as doctors will reportedly have to amputate her other hand and both her legs below the knees. Dear Lord. In addition, Kemp, who recently lost her job at the NHS, fears she could also lose her home, which was provided by a charity following a financially devastating divorce. Dear Lord. Like, she keeps getting, like, smacked around, like, non-stop by life. That really sucks. Okay. I guess she's using it to put on makeup. Okay, that's it. So Kim's friend Stephanie King recently created a GoFundMe page to help support her and her family with expenses and fees since being in hospital with sepsis. It has raised over $38,000 as of Tuesday morning, and Kim says she ultimately wants to raise awareness about the dangers of sepsis. I have data from 2017 linked sepsis to approximately 11 million deaths worldwide, roughly 20% of annual deaths worldwide, according to the World Health Organization. Okay, so let's actually check out the GoFundMe page. Oh, 31,000 euros, 31,177 euros. That's pretty cool. So, support for Sadie after surviving sepsis. So, this is like, yeah, if I remember, I'll put the link of her GoFundMe in the description of this episode for those that end up like listening to this or like stumbling upon this so that they could go check it out as well. Because the reality of her situation is going to be in a very brutal process, right? Because regardless of how much money she raises in this, she has to still be able to provide for herself in terms of like living situation. She has two kids. She's going to lose her limbs, basically, right? So she is probably going to be easily accepted into the disability thing, right? Well, actually, no, here's the thing because this is the UK, so I don't really know how disability works in the UK. It should be okay for her in terms of like disability, in terms of like she should probably be getting some sort of money through disability. That being said, regardless of what she gets from disability in the UK, she's still going to have to get a regular source of income coming in to one, cover her expenses, two, cover her kids' expenses, right? Because she does have kids. But more than that, she also needs to be able to feel like confident in her life. And money will not really be able to do that, right? Money can help her. It can make the recovering process a little bit easier on her, which is why I'm hopefully going to try to remember to put this link in there, right? Because the way that she needs to do this, right, is she really needs to manage whatever money is going to end up coming her way in a very specific manner, right? Number one, take care of your living situation because you have kids, right? Number two, minimize the amount of expenses that you have on like a daily, monthly basis, right? Just so that you can keep things very like as precise as you can. Now I know it's going to like vary a lot because of having kids, but if she's able to manage her household spending to a reasonable amount that is below whatever she gets from disability, that the money she gets from this GoFundMe could end up helping her and more specifically her kids as well, so that all she has to worry about is getting better. Like that's the thing that you really want to focus on. Like she should get into the position to where all she really necessarily has to worry about is adapting to her new life because she is going to lose her lower limbs, right? By a good portion, right? So she's going to have to adapt to that and learn how to basically walk again. She's going to have to adapt to basically not really having any fingers, right? She's going to have to adapt with being able to use the disability money that she'll end up getting to end up taking care of her kids, but then also potentially hiring someone at a reasonable rate to help her with duties around the house because again she has kids, so she has to be able to take care of her kids and take care of herself and adapt so that she could actually have a life. And this is a really big thing that people need to understand because like the reason why you want to manage your money so well, like to have no debt, to have an emergency fund, right, to automate investing as much as possible, is so that when bad things like this happen, you could like dedicate almost all of your time to simply getting better, right? It's like the same thing in a situation where, let's say you were married and your spouse were to pass away suddenly, right? If you are not worried about the money aspect of your spouse passing away, of for example, let's say that they are like the breadwinner, right? Well, then you could dedicate the majority of your time to mourning, adapting, then moving on, right? So that you could actually relive a normal life. You could get back onto like the path of living a normal life. And so that's the thing that I really want for her is like to be able to get into that position where financially she's not worrying too much about that and she's more focused on just simply trying to get better. Like that would be a lovely situation for her for to simply be able to just focus on getting better, adapting for her kids. If you want to learn how to get out of debt and manage your money so that if situations come like this, you're basically prepared, go to 40inbox.com and I'm going to try to remember to leave the link in the description. But yeah, wow. Absolutely wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. This person donated 1,000 euros. That's pretty awesome. See top donations. Wow. 1,000 euros, 1,000 euros, 1,000 euros, 1,000 euros. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so actually, no, look at this, right? So this is the story. Went to the hospital on Christmas Day, pain in kidneys. Found out she had a kidney stone by Boxing Day. She had gone into septic shock when the doctors took her into theater to remove the stone. She was then put into an induced coma and left fighting for her life in ICU. After almost losing her life, Sadie miraculously pulled through but was left with life-changing injuries to her hands and feet. Sadly, these life-changing injuries will mean she will need extra care and help in prosthetics. She was working for the NHS Test and Trace before this happened and sadly can no longer work due to recovery in hospital and her life-changing needs. Sadie is a mom to a teenager boy and his younger brother who is 2 years old. They are currently being cared for by Sadie's mom, Nan, and stepdad. As you can imagine, Sadie would need the best prosthetics she can get to still be able to care fully for her youngest son. We are trying to raise money to help cover bills, nursery fees for her youngest son, and help while with getting her advanced prosthetics so she can continue her life as normal as possible when she is home and recovered. Any contribution would be very much appreciated. We have set it at 5,000 euros to cover what we can. I am currently awaiting a cost quote for advanced prosthetics from a company in the UK, so any extra help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all in advance. Please note the beneficiary is Sadie's other close friend, Natalie, as her mom and Nan do not know how to use the app and have their hands full with looking after Sadie's children, and Sadie cannot be the direct beneficiary as she is unable to access her phone successfully due to her life-changing injuries to her hands. Natalie transfers all of your kind donations directly to Sadie's family, who then do the rest on Sadie's behalf. Thank you for your understanding. Okay. Now, one thing's for sure. Obviously, hopefully they actually show proof of this later on, because obviously you want the money to actually truly be going to her. Obviously. But, wow. Yeah. Oh, this is an update. March 19th, 2022. Oh, whatever. Let's see. Where's the sport? What is soldier? Your strength, positivity, and your posts and updates are inspirational. En alla vous heureuse mieux force vous one est avec vous. I don't even know how to. Wishing you the best. Some situations just deserve to be helped. Can't believe what has happened to you. I wish I could have donated more. Good luck with the rest of your life. Wow. Wow. There's some pretty awesome people donating a good amount of money. That's pretty cool, right? So, if you guys are interested in like checking this out, go and check it out. I'm going to do my best to try to remember putting this in the description. But either way, hopefully she's able to adapt as fast as possible to get normalized in like a typical living situation for her, you know. Like the quicker she ends up adapting, the easier it's going to be on her for the long term.